Hey, Aaron, guess what?
Hey, guess what?
Ba weep, grana weep, ba niddy bong.
That's such a good greeting.
And it's the universal greeting. Everyone should know it.
What's going on, everybody? It is 8 o'clock on Tuesday night on the East Coast. You know what time it is. It's time for Talking Beards.
The hit show about what, Aaron?
It's the hit show all about, beards and the beard community and anything, facial hair related. We're probably going to talk about it at some point in time.
We're all over it like white on flies.
Oh my gosh, like white dog poop.
Yes, we're all over it.
We're all over it. So, yeah, this is going to be episode number 129 of the live show, episode number 206 of the podcast. Tonight, we will have Kenny Parbel from Take Out Your Trash, Kenny Parbel fame. He is the president of the Bearded Centers, Ohio, and they're going to be putting on the Great Gathering of the Beards coming up, this weekend? Yeah, yes, this one. So, Saturday, yeah. And so we're going to dive deep into that and, have a really intellectual conversation with Mr. Kenny Parbel. Tonight, it'll be a little bit later than we usually do. He has football. He's like in the NFL or something like that.
Foosball.
So he's out there throwing the foosball and stuff. So, about 8:30, we'll have Mr. Kenny Parbel on and we'll figure out everything he knows about.
Look at that.
Hey, what's going on, Jason Nordstrom? Yeah, Honest Amish has a podcast live stream. I've been using it for over 10 years. Well, thank you very much for using Honest Amish for over the last 10 years. And super, super good stuff. I'm glad you have found us. And, hopefully you have a good time tonight. That's what we try to do. We try to have a good time. So what's up, Monty? What is up? Eric Show, Jeff Harris, Andrew Matson is in the house.
Everyone's here tonight.
First time Andrew has ever watched the show ever, I do believe.
He's the starting center for the Cleveland foosball team.
The Cleveland foosball team. Are you going to change your name from the Browns?
Yeah, probably, because there's a foosball team named the Cleveland Browns.
So are you still the Guardians on the baseball side?
No, but there was a breaking news. The Guardians roller derby team was filing a patent on their name because they've been using the name for so long, and apparently the Indians had filed one weeks before in some South American country. I don't know. It's all
that's so dirty. Like they've been the Guardians for 18 years. Come on now. What's up, guy Bubbly George? Look, Bubbly's here. He hasn't been on in a while. He says he's new from Georgia, but Bubbly is definitely tuned in before.
Yeah, he is. Who are you?
He said, "Yikes! Sorry about the F-bomb. Didn't know it'd show up like that. Just the way I talk. It is all good, Jason. I think we F-bomb from time to time as well. So I am Aaron D. Johnston. I am the guy that's on this side of the screen. And, I'll be the guy saying a lot tonight. So, yeah, that's about it. Go ahead, Scott.
Oh, and I am Scott Sikora, but we want you to go over to talkingbeards.com. There you can find out more information about the show. Also go to honestamish.com if you want to find out more information about Honest Amish and all their great products that they have. Go over and check something out. And, we're always giving away stuff either on the show or at live events. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to where we're going to be at. And make sure that, you're watching the show so if we're going to be giving some cool stuff away. But yeah, so that's about it. So go, like I said, talkingbeards.com. You can watch the live stream over there. We're also live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook currently. But if you want to participate, what?
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. But yeah, if you want to participate in the chat room, that's where you guys got to be. So this is also broadcast as a podcast. So if you are listening to podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, just make sure you subscribe to Talking Beards. And that's it. Well, we release some bonus episodes from time to time. So if you guys want to know what's going on in the bearding community, that is where you guys got to go. So that being said, Aaron, so what's going on with you?
You tell us, what did you do this weekend, Scott Sikora? Tell us all about your adventures in home improvement with Scott Sikora.
All right. So you can't really see, but there is some paint. We got some paint in the beard. So I had a cup of paint, and apparently I sat my beard in it a couple times as I was, painting. Did a lot of cleaning. I got a very special guest that's going to be coming in this weekend. So I got to make sure the house is in tip-top shape.
Tip-top shape, as the kids say.
And so, yeah, basically the entire weekend I spent painting and cleaning and yeah. But a special happy birthday out to my nephew who turned 21 today. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Hey, other Aaron.
Hey, oh my gosh. Aaron Henshaw's here.
He's got such a cool name. Look how he spells it. It's kind of weird.
You spell it the dumb way.
Yeah, right.
This is right. Yes, Geraldo Rivera is going to be stopping over at the
Geraldo is, gosh, that's so cool.
Yes, Corey, Airbnb. Duh.
Airbnb Scoot. That's a good idea. You should Airbnb your house.
I could. I mean, I'd
come stay there just
this is a good one. He stained the ceilings. Yeah, I didn't even see that.
What? Who stained the ceilings?
Corey said that I stained the ceilings. I went from the floors. You? No, I painted the ceilings. They're white.
Oh, you should have stained the ceilings.
No.
Come on, man.
No, I'd more like corn them or like Limp Bizkit them, but I'm not a big fan of the staining them.
Limp Bizkit. I was hanging out with Fred Durst this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So why don't, since you were hanging out with the elite this weekend, why don't you tell us a little bit about what happened with you this weekend?
Were you done? Was that the completion of your weekend? I didn't want to cut you off with your weekend.
Cut it out. After I bow weep, grana weep, ba ninny bond you, and this is how you treat me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was gonna add another picture. So this weekend, check it out. Look, I was hanging out with this guy, Fred Durst himself. Look,
speaking of, he's been in breaking news. He's got a whole new look now. He has a Fu Manchu.
I should have loaded that video.
What?
I should have loaded that video in here. So yeah, this weekend, Natalie D. Johnston and myself both traveled to Spokane Valley, Washington. We flew into Spokane, but the competition and most of the events were Spokane adjacent. We were in the Valley, they call it. And it was like 117,000 degrees there. It was, but no humidity. Everybody was like, it's super hot. I'm like, well, we're not really sweating, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it was super hot. It was like lasers from the sun. But anyway,
you're only supposed to sweat to the oldies.
Well, there was no oldies, just lasers. But so we went up there, and dude, it was amazing. Where do I start? So we flew in. Glander picked us up from the airport.
Were your arms tired?
They were super tired. I'm glad he picked us up from the airport because I just didn't feel like flying anymore. But yeah, we went to his house and hung out for a little bit, and then we all kind of went downtown Spokane and wandered around. We talked to the bike police, and they're like, what's up with all these beard people? And Chicken Bread was trying to put like a sticker on the cop bike, and it was getting out of control. And then one of the funniest parts, probably from the whole weekend, besides Natalie's entire MC bit, Buffont tried to talk to the cop, and the cop straight up looked at him and said, I have no idea what that dude just said.
He talks all funny,
Yeah, he's from Louisiana, and he embraces it. And that cop's like, not a clue what he just said. And we all laughed at him. But, that was a good time. We ate snow cones and wandered around and that whole thing, and that was pretty cool. So then we went back to Hotel Glander and went to the pre-party. So the pre-party, the event, and the brunch were all at the Rock Bar there in Spokane Valley. And I thought that was pretty cool for, everything just to be at the same place, because definitely by Sunday, you knew where to go. Like you knew exactly where to go. It was like home. So yeah, we went there and the pre-party stuff went really well. We just kind of hung out. I don't think anything too terribly exciting had happened at the pre-party, really. It was just kind of a normal chilling at the pre-party deal. Bunch of people came and hung out or whatever. And so Saturday, we wake up and get ready and all that good stuff. And there was a much longer list of things that needed to be accomplished than I anticipated on morning of the competition. So we went to Walmart and got a bunch of stuff and, ran around and tried to help Glander out as any way we possibly can to try to keep his stress level down, because the dude was stressed, to say the least. But we got there and got the craft whisker battle thing set up, and it was like 10 spots, and we figured out kind of sort of the live stream. Chicken Bread bought a GoPro and figured out how to make that stream on Facebook and all that good stuff. So that's how we ended up just kind of doing the live craft battle on the Craft Whisker page. And Corey and I set up all of the live stream over kind of adjacent next to the table of craft competitors. And we got that kind of figured out, and we got the little splitter thing. I know I call it a splitter thing, but it's not. Whatever it is, with the two mics, and got that all working. And yeah, it all worked. So that was pretty good. I think one computer was on Wi-Fi and one was plugged in, but I never even watched the live stream. So I guess it all worked all right. What's up, Sean Glander? But yeah, so that all kind of went together, and we figured out how to pack all the little bags of the first, second, and third. And people were like, "What can I do?" And I just handed them a stack of Talking Beards flyers. I think Phyllis. I was like, "Here, go put these everywhere." She's like, "All right." And she was just sticking them everywhere in the whole venue. And Fabs was loading Talking Beards flyers in all the little bags. And dude, it was a team effort. And that was one of the things that I absolutely adore about this community. Was it wasn't even necessarily the club putting on the event. It was everybody. Everybody helped get the event together. And it was absolutely all hands on deck. And yeah, you're sunshine.
I am, so shut up.
Yeah, I didn't disagree.
Oh,
so
okay. I thought you were.
No, you are definitely the sunshine, Scout Sakura. What else? What else did we do? So yeah, we got everything together. We got the judges all set up and got some red tablecloths because Sean Glander loves red. I don't know if you knew that about him, but
yeah, Fred Durst.
He's Fred Durst, exactly. That's why he always wears red pants. And so after that, what else? We got everything together, and then the event kicked off. And we had probably the best MC ever. Miss Natalie D. Johnston was the MC of the evening.
MC Nat Nat.
Dude,
remember?
MC Nat Nat. Let me tell you, so leading up to this event, like she never really talked about it. I know when I've MC'd a couple competitions, I'm like constantly like I'm writing little notes and like trying to figure out everything I'm going to do. And like 90% of the stuff I forget to even do. She may have been thinking about it, but she didn't really talk about it. And so I was like, I don't know how this is going to work out. Like the chicken breads ended up with the tablecloths. Well, that's good. I'm glad someone ended up with the tablecloths. But dude, let me tell you, she killed it. She was probably the most interactive MC I've ever seen. And I'm not at all like just saying that just because she's my wife, dude. People were rolling. Yeah, dude, she was hilarious. Dude, she busted everybody's balls that walked across that stage. Some a little harder than others. She let the couple chops people have it pretty good. She made fun of the Whalers pretty good. She even yeah, I don't know. Just the Fossinauts, she made fun of their names. That was pretty funny. But we've already
Faucet.
the John
Fossinauts.
Abraham. So yeah, she was making fun of John Abraham, and he's a goatee. But yeah, she let him have it, and then he was like, he looked at like middle of the competition being on stage. He looks at me, he's like, "This is your wife." I'm like, "I know, I'm fully aware." And she was letting some people have it, and it was.
Did you see Diego Bazzoli's here from Italy?
What's up, Diego? What's up, my friend? How are you doing? Heck yeah. He's kissed me.
What?
I know.
What?
It's
okay.
It happened.
What?
It was in a McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah, so the event, everything went very swimmingly, and then we got to whatever the raffles, and that, that kind of didn't necessarily go south, but that took a lot longer than the rest of the event, but they wanted everything done by 8:30 if we could, and I think we got done at like 8:40, and the raffles took an hour. All the judges were extremely professional. Anthony Cardi licked Buffont's head, so that was really good. That's extremely professional, and I think he liked that. What else? Ask me some questions, Scott Sakura.
Who was your favorite winner of the night?
Who was my John Abraham, because he's a goatee.
Yeah, he's got a really awesome goatee, and
dude, it looked really good. This is the first time we ever actually got to meet. Like, we've interacted online, and I've even talked trash to him, over texting via the during last year's online competition stuff, and because that's what you're supposed to do when you do competitions. You talk trash, and I didn't even know him really, and I still talk trash to him. But yeah, it was good. Why? You were blurry. You are clear again, sir. But
put your glasses on.
Yeah, put your glasses on. But I got to drive Glander's Corolla all weekend, and it was a 6-speed, so that was fun. I think Drea's sister was like, "Here, take my Hyundai," and I was like, "No, give me the Corolla keys," and she was offended because
we're Honda guys.
Yeah, I'm a Honda guy. Honda Corollas. Did we put that up there, Glander? That was definitely Natalie in rare form. I loved every minute of it. Yeah, dude, it was amazing. I can't say enough about how good she did, and she was way better than me. So I think someone was even said, yeah.
Did you see who's here? Circle Beard.
What's up, Dakota Watts? Drea's here too.
Who's that?
Miss Drea Glander. She had an extremely good Saturday night. She really, really enjoyed herself. Go ahead.
Talk a little bit about the craft battle.
So the craft battle, I honestly was so busy doing other stuff. I wasn't even really able to watch it. But what I did see of it, so I watched a little bit of a live stream, and I was there, so I saw it was all set up. It lasted for a whole hour. I think they had 2 glue guns that went down. So if we ever do this again in the future, that would be good thinking to have backup glue guns. But Corey, I think, and Sean wired together a extremely long cable of different plugins. Like, they essentially made their own extension cord, but with plug-in outlets from like a hardware store, and it worked really well. We were kind of wondering if all those glue guns on the same circuit was going to blow a breaker or not, but it didn't, and it worked. But everything went good, man. It seemed like everybody had a really, really good time. That was a tough ass category to judge. I'm telling you that, because they were all made with the same parts, and there was 10 of them. So you had to really be creative to stand out from the rest of the people.
How different were they?
A lot of them were really, a lot of them were pretty close. So there was like a white, like, handkerchief, and a lot of people used that as the base and just kind of glued stuff onto it, kind of like I did with mine. But some of the people actually, got really creative and made, utilized pipe cleaners as like mustaches and all kinds of stuff. And I think there was like a whistle, like a long whistle, and some people tied it in so when they were walking across stage, they could blow the whistle and it was tied into their beard. So that was pretty fun. But a lot of them looked the same, but I think probably like maybe 3 were it. Maybe they didn't even use, maybe they used something completely different and didn't even use the white handkerchief as the base. So yeah, there's 12 different items, and I don't know, dude, it went really well. And I know a few people. Go ahead.
Henshaw's first competition. Can you believe that?
It was his first competition. But I don't know, dude, it was fun. Everybody that did the craft battle as they came across stage, Natalie asked all of them, how was it? Did you have fun? And they all absolutely agreed that it was a blast. And it was cool, dude. There was people that weren't at all involved with the beard community, and they're like, I'm doing this again. This was so much fun. So I think that was a great idea, and it worked out really, really well. But it was overall a fabulous evening. And and Sean Glander did not win the red box. That's the moral of the evening.
Oh, speaking of the red box, did you?
I know. I forgot to put a freaking movie in it. As soon as I got out there, I was like, "Oh my God, Scott's stupid idea," and I didn't even follow through with it. I know. I failed. I forgot all about it. Anyway, what's this? Why is this on my screen? I got a pop-up thing that won't go away. What else? Oh, so this is probably, the most important thing. So besides the fact that we raised an additional $1,000 for Sean Glander to shave off his mustache. Yeah, there it is. But Sean did have to shave off his mustache. He did, Josh. It is gone. And he looks really good.
Don't give him a big head.
Dude, he's already got a pretty big head. Have you seen that thing? But no, he looks really good. It turned out well. Drea knocked everybody out of the way to kiss him with no mustache, and it was a good time. But we were able to raise a really, really good amount. But look at this. So Sean Glader made the official post after the event, and it goes a little something like this.
Okay.
So
can I read it?
Go ahead. Go.
Disclaimer, I'm not bawling like a baby as I type this. First off, I want to thank everyone, absolutely every single one of you. Whether you are one of our sponsors, another post will be Mad Love coming soon, a competitor, bought or supplied raffle items, tuned in to all the auctions leading up to it, or tuned into the live broadcast. We thank you. Now to the meat and potatoes of this post. As most of you all know, I had a goal. I had a dream that a voice sounding like Evan told me that we would raise $10,125 for people over profit. Well, Evan, I'm sorry to say that your prediction was wrong. With hard work by the entire force of people and absolute huge help by Honest Amish, we were able to crush that goal. People, we just raised $20,440 for people over profit. Remember when I said that I thank every one of you? I mean that with all of my heart. Remember when I said I wasn't bawling like a baby? I was lying.
He was lying. Yeah, so it was amazing, dude. It was absolutely amazing. And Dallas was there, and that's her, that's her charity, and she was crying, and dude, it was amazing. Yeah. Crying again.
There's no crying and bearding.
There is. Oh. There is when you're around Sean Glander. There's lots of crying. You should see it.
Maybe he was cutting onions when he wrote that.
Probably. He was probably just cutting onions. But dude, it was an amazing weekend, and it's an honor to be involved with this stuff. And I'm just glad to help. And I'm glad that, Honest Amish was able to help them out to exceed their goal that they were originally wanting to meet. And I don't know. It was an amazing weekend. We had a great time, and it was super sad to have to leave and fly home. But, it was, that's part of it. You have your you have your highs and lows every weekend, and today was definitely a low because we were back home and, not with our bearding family up there in Washington. But it was a good time, dude. It was one of the best competitions that we've been to, I think. So
See, she was saying thank you so much because I made her husband sound really wonderful by the way I read.
Yeah, you read it so well. That's
I
what she
read
was
so
saying.
good.
Thank
I
you for
read so
reading that.
well.
But that was pretty much our weekend in a nutshell. So we went to Spokane and then we came home. The end. And it was amazing. So now we'll just get ready for the next one and we'll be, I don't know, going to Scranton this weekend to do some stuff for nationals. And maybe we'll talk about that next Tuesday on the show.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll have a special show next week.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing next week yet. It's kind of up in the air a little bit, but we'll get it pieced together by, 7:45 on next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it's 8:30 pretty much. So, that was it. Spokane. Oh, so we'll do a Natalie update real quick. We got 4 minutes before the scheduled 8:30. Where's our graphic for Natalie? Oh my gosh.
Natalie on the train.
Talking beards.
Natalie on the train.
Choo choo. So Natalie D. Johnston, she flew to Spokane this weekend. As pretty much was well documented in the last 15 minutes. She was told by her doctor, should be no problem. You could go flying a month ago. She did it. She flew up there and she flew back and all that good stuff. But man, she is down and out since she's been home. She's been sleeping and just not doing much. I think the overall flight really took a lot out of her, and maybe she's just not quite healthy enough to really be flying, especially from East Coast to West Coast and then West Coast back to the East Coast. So I don't know. It was a long flight that may have kind of played a part. Maybe if it was just a little jog to St. Louis or something like that, it'd have been all right. But I don't know. She's been down and out, but she's fine. I mean, she'll be all right. She always bounces back, but she's definitely beat. That is for sure. But I don't know. She seems like she's doing okay. We went to the doctor last week and they said her kidney function was about the same, but they weren't really concerned. Like her kidney function's bad, but it's okay for her. And it's not bad enough for her to be on the transplant list yet. So I guess it needs to really, really be bad before she can be on the list. So she's not good, but she's not bad either. She's okay. She's in the middle.
You know what, Jeff Harris? That is absolutely true. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, it's a hell of a time difference to get used to. It was like 4 hours.
14
hours. So yeah, that's the Natalie D. Johnston update. She's doing okay. Like middle of the ground middle of the road stuff. She's not great, but she's up and moving around. So that's way better than, right after surgery or anything like that. So yeah, that's about it. So now, without further ado, we have Mr. Kenny Parbel. He will be talking about the Great Gathering of the Beards. He is the president of the Bearded Centers Ohio, and he'll talk about their amazing event that they have coming up this weekend. Without further ado, Kenny Parbel
and his overalls.
What's happening, everybody?
Not much, buddy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm a little beat. We just started football this week, and I'm coaching, so I got to get out there moving too.
Well, you got this. I have faith in you. They say that y'all are getting ready for the NFL training camp.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the most important question. Did you take your trash out?
I have not yet.
Oh, you better not forget.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me, though.
Hey, we try to remind you as often as possible.
Yeah, literally every week. I think for all the times that you watch the show, and then even when you hated us and you were like, "F those guys, I'm not watching them anymore."
But now you're back.
You to take your trash out.
Right. I appreciate that. Sometimes we go through some things.
Mm-hmm. Like we drive through piles of dog poop with our lawnmower, and then it gets stuck in the tires, and it just you got to just drive around the yard a little bit to get it out.
Yeah, do an extra pass.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
Kenny Parbel, you and I have
Yes, sir.
known each other for multiple years. I interviewed you on the Beardcaster a few years ago, which still to date is the #1 downloaded episode.
What?
False.
Yeah,
All right.
False. No, that's false.
that is absolutely true.
Episode number 48 is.
No, it's not. Shut up.
It is.
The most downloaded podcast in the history of podcasts. I'll take
You heard it here first. Kenny
Yeah.
said it.
Kenny Parbel's got one of those supercomputers in his basement, and it was just like going through and just like downloading.
Yeah, it's
when
not
it
mining.
wasn't-
It's not mining cryptocurrency. It's,
It's
mining
downloading
download.
episodes of the Beardcasters just so he can take out episode number 48. I know your thing, Kenny. I know what you're up to.
So for those of you who haven't listened to that episode and go back and check it out, make sure you're subscribed to the Talking Beards wherever you listen to podcasts at, and just scroll back. You'll find Kenny's interview in there. But how did you end up getting involved in the whole community, and how did you get involved with the Bearded Sinners?
Oh man, we're going way back.
Yeah, we are. So tell us.
Well, initially I started growing a beard out because working in a cold storage freezer with a bunch of guys, and a lot of people were growing their facial hair out at the same time. And we just happened to, as a jokingly manner, we heard about this beard competition going on up some suburb of Cleveland. I can't remember exactly where it was, but we went up there, and somebody was another friend of mine was on Facebook, and he was talking with some other guys about starting up this thing called the Bearded Sinners, and it was initially kind of more of like a MC style setup, and a bunch of stuff happened throughout the years, but eventually it narrowed down to just being community oriented and doing stuff for our local communities and trying to break the stigma of like the typical bearded, tattooed guys just being mean looking. We wanted to break that cycle and show that we care and we want to do stuff good for our communities. So it just took off from there, and then we started dabbling in the competition realm, on the side, just as fun, just to make some connections. And we meet, so many great people, and everybody's doing it for charity. So it's worked out really well. And, with the help of everybody else, we've done a lot for a lot of people. Now,
the last time that I remember being at an event with you was when you guys do your annual meetup at campgrounds in Manuel, Ohio, where all the different center groups from all over the country come together for one weekend of camping. You guys do some really cool different things at the event. It's like 3 days long, and you guys threw a beard comp, and I came and I emceed that, and then a bunch of other people. Kyle Waller was a judge, I believe. Let's see who else was there. I remember Jackson was there. He threw this little thing at me and he hit me in the face. It really hurt. And Kara was there. That was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so are you guys still doing any of those types of events anymore, or because of COVID you're kind of like on back burner with that stuff?
Yeah, last year we were planning for it and we didn't know what was going on. We ended up canceling it. And then we just postponed to this year, or pending whenever COVID restrictions were up. And then this year we kind of were teeter-tottering on the fence about it, and we decided to just we'll hold off one more year and make sure everything's clear. We don't want anybody sick or anything. And so we're still doing something similar this year, but it's more closed, less for charity, more for we were calling it like our family reunion.
Yeah, you guys got to kind of get the roots back growing, with your guys in the club and stuff like that. So this now leads me into why you're here tonight. So because you guys haven't been involved with doing comps and stuff like that, you got asked by the Barbers of G'Ville, who wanted to throw a competition at the Garrettsville Summerfest, and they reached out to you to help them organize this thing. Now tell us a little bit about how that all came about.
Yeah, just Garrettsville is a pretty tight-knit community, and a lot of our members live in the Garrettsville area, and a lot of past members have come from the Garrettsville area. And so, they all know each other. So they all go to the barber out there. They all know Brian, and, he was just kicking around the idea. He was just interested in it, and he's never been to any beard competition or done anything to the extent that, the beard community does. And he asked for our help just in getting the guidelines and how to run everything and what he should expect and what he needed to do. And so I was like, yeah, we'll help you out. And he said he wanted to give us, 50-50 credit for, even though he did a lot of the legwork. We just put the pieces together for him and finish it off, and then we'll help run it. So I tell him he's the boss. He doesn't like to hear that. He's like, no, it's 50-50. And I'm like, well, you're the boss. This is your thing. We're just helping out.
We all know that Angela's the boss. Is that my good Tony Danza impersonation?
That was a great Tony Danza.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. So anyways, so as this was all going on, Kenny reached out to me too and was asking if I could offer a hand or anything. And, I ended up getting Honest Amish involved. So
Yes.
they donated a whole bunch of really great products and prizes for winners and contestants and participants and stuff like that for the event. But let's take that a step back a little bit and let's talk a little bit about the event and some of the things that are going on and like about how to get registered for it, a little bit about the event, the judges, and who the charity is and stuff. So let's just take it back to, first off, if anyone's interested in wanting to get involved with this, what are the details about the event and how does someone sign up for it or, get involved?
Okay. So first off, it's this weekend, this Saturday. It's in the midst of a big festival they do every year in Garrettsville called the Summerfest. And they grant out stage time to different bands and they do stuff all weekend long. So it'll be this Saturday. We had a time slot for the stage. We got 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's kind of earlier than traditional competitions go. We're going to do registration will end at 10:30 in the morning. We'll get everybody lined up and hopefully get it rolling at 11 or sooner. So it's right in the middle of downtown Garrettsville. If you're not familiar with that, it's it's right on the corner of 88 and 82 state routes. In Garrettsville, Ohio, obviously. There was some online signups going, but we've been having a lot of technical difficulties and stuff switching around. There was something in the paper registration form. But basically you can show up day of, and as long as you get there before 10:30, even if maybe it's a little bit later, we'll get you on there. You can sign up there or, shoot me a message or go to one of our community pages and shoot a message to those. And we can give you more information if you need to sign up early. If not, just come on out and you can sign up there. We're doing, it's $20 just to enter one category. If you want to do additional category, it's $5 an extra category. All the proceeds are going to the Garrettsville Nelson Community Cupboard and the Garrettsville Farmers Market. And the Farmers Market is basically like an extension of the Nelson Garrettsville Community Cupboard. What they do is they'll shut down the main street, kind of like how they're doing this weekend, and they'll have a farmers market there. And it's a really good community for Portage County. They do monthly food assistance for people in Garrettsville, the Garrettsville School District, for underprivileged families and stuff like that. They're also involved in it's called the Weekend Snack Pack program, which provides nutritious, easy prep snacks for students during the summer months. Keep everybody healthy. And the farmers market actually runs every Thursday from 4 to 7 from June to August. And like I said, it's on Main Street in Garrettsville. The cool thing about them is it's all local farmers, and they're only the one of two in Portage County that accept the SNAP benefits. So when I heard that, it was crazy to me. Like, why would there only be two places in Portage County where you can use, your food cards to get fruits and vegetables? Like, that should be the first thing you should be able to get. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool of them. And with the SNAP benefits, the SNAP program actually donates $1 for every dollar they donate. So it's like a double win for, people that are on those programs to get more food and more healthy foods in their systems.
Yeah, definitely. Because, like you can go to the store, you can go to a fast food joint and spend, a couple bucks to get a meal that fills you up, but it's just extremely unhealthy for you. So, being able to get fresh fruits and vegetables at a fraction of the cost, and for families that need it and stuff like that by using your SNAP card. I mean, that's a really, really cool thing. Aaron, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, so just the basic stuff here. So let's just dive into it. Number one, COVID 2.0 is kicking off. Do you think there's any chance of any mask mandates kind of putting any damper on the activities of the weekend?
I hope not, and I think if there is, we might just try to pretend like it's not for this week. We'll start this next week.
So the whole event, your stage and all that good stuff's outside. So
yeah,
right. So you should be okay, I would think. I just didn't know if there's any whispers of it or anything up that way.
No, thus far as there's nothing been said about that.
Yeah, cool. All that I've heard from our governor has been just that they're trying to stick with if you've been vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask. If you haven't, you're requested to wear a mask.
Right.
So, and as they're finding out that, it's mostly the people that are not vaccinated that are getting sick. So they're just requesting that everyone just wear masks, but there is no mandate whatsoever out yet. But, usually the weekends are like when they really unleash that stuff. But since it being an outdoor event early in the day, I really highly doubt there's going to be any.
I would hope so. I was just kind of curious. I'm not in that part of the country. So
10 o'clock.
Court, yeah, there you go, 10 o'clock. So who are your judges for this fine event you're having this weekend?
All right, we got a couple local people, and we got a couple people that I've called upon from help from other clubs. First one is Sean Varner. I'm sorry. He's a business owner in Garrettsville. He owns the Slim and Jumbos, which is a pretty big, beautiful bar out in Garrettsville. He also owns a pub that's right next door. And I think he owns another place up the road a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what, but he's a big name in Garrettsville. We have Jackson McKee from Mad Viking, Pennsylvania chapter. He lives in Austintown, so he's going to come on up and help us out that day. We have Mike Dye, who is a salesman at Daystar Ford. He's from Windham, Ohio, which is just right around the corner from Garrettsville. Then we have Sherry Johnson. For the last 9 years, Sherry has judged there's an ice cream competition. I'm not sure if it's eating or if it's making. I'm assuming eating. But she's been a judge out there for 9 years, 9 Garrettsville or Summerfests in a row. So we figured we'd let her try her hand at facial hair. And then we got Corey from Beard Mob.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him?
Mm-mm. Who's this guy?
Yeah, that guy right there.
I don't know. He looks weird. Where's his mustache? Do you think he might bring a mustache with him or something? You're going to let him show up to the event like this with no mustache?
I thought that was an old picture. I didn't realize that was current.
Okay, hopefully he grows a mustache because.
Well, good news. The good news is we have alternates too. I want to mention Anthony Simonik, Circle Beard.
Yay,
Circle Beard!
He volunteered to help us out.
Shirt.
And Paul McEwen, he's works at the Chevy dealership out there. No, I'm fumbling. I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. But he's in the commercials, and so he's kind of like a local celebrity.
Ooh.
But those two gentlemen offered to stand in case anybody can't make it or somebody gets sick or whatever might occur. So we got some of that. Or if Corey doesn't have a mustache, we can throw one of them guys in there.
Right. Good thinking. Yeah. So Corey probably won't end up judging much since he's going to show up without a stupid mustache. So your MC for the weekend, he's kind of doing double, triple duty. What else? Who's your MC?
I couldn't get confirmation. I think he's doing multiple times during the day, during the weekend. DJ Cavalli, he does a lot of stuff at Slim and Jumbo's, which is the local bar out there. And I've seen him doing, stuff in the Cleveland area, stuff out in the Youngstown area. And he was recommended to Brian, and he's got all the equipment for us, and he volunteered to help us out. So
excellent.
Excited for that.
How many competitions do you think that you've helped put on?
I personally have I would really only count the one we did at our pig roast, and this will be the second one.
Okay. So
that's why, I got a hold of Scott. I knew Scott could help lead me in the right direction. And
always, I'll always help you, Kenny.
So if Yeah, I've been wanting to do a beard competition for a few years now, and it just lined up perfect, to help Brian out, and we want to keep this going. So this will hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll keep it going for the next year, and we'll just keep rolling it.
Yeah.
Become another annual event.
Well, that's what I noticed about these like little fairs and festivals. Like, like I head up the one in Chardon for the Maple Festival, which has been going on for 50, 60 plus years.
Yeah.
And, it's obviously changed over the years, and a couple of years it didn't go on and stuff like that. But these small little community events and stuff like that really, really seem to take to these fun, facial hair events. And, especially if you're having like creative categories or kids categories, it really gets more of the community involved in it. Now, what about categories? What kind of categories are there going to be for this? Anything specific?
Yeah, we didn't go too crazy with it being our first times, and it was, the time frames are kind of weird, so we wanted to just kind of keep it simple. So we did typical, like we're going 0 to 6 inch, 6 to 12 inch, 12 inch plus, all natural full beard. We're doing a whisk arena, a kids creative, and a partial category. So that includes all the partials, mustache, goatee, chops, whaler, all those are considered partial. Any partial beard will just be in that category. And then we have, this is Brian's idea because he is a barber, so he wanted to include some actual hair in the competition, and he thought up the Kenny Powers category. So basically, you have to have a mullet. That's the one thing, mullet and some sort of facial hair.
Nice.
And so that'll be more of a, a crowd pleaser, see who goes up there and tries to bring the essence of Kenny Powers. So that should be
I tried to grow a mullet not too long ago. Natalie wouldn't let me.
No?
She refused.
Yeah, way to go,
Scott have a
Natalie.
mullet?
He's got a backwards mullet right now.
Yeah.
He's party in the front, business in the rear.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. You always, people that aren't familiar with the bearding community, you tell them, "Oh, we're having a beard competition," and you hear, "Oh, I can't grow any hair. I only can grow a mustache." And I'm like, "You do partial or whatever." And then women are like, "Oh, I can't compete." And I'm like, "No, we got you covered. Come on out, bring the kids, put a fake beard on the kids." And you see people's faces light up when they see that, like, it's not just you got to be a man and have a beard thing. You can include everybody, and everybody gets to have fun with it. And I mean, I compete with my beard. It doesn't grow any longer than this for the past 10 years. I'm going to start doing creative cat. I'll start doing whisk arena just so I can do something cool and different,
Yeah, I like it. I mean, that's kind of been a new thing. There's been more and more guys getting involved doing the craft categories, and even some competitions specifically just have it. So it's a craft freestyle. So you can get, your beard involved and or just do a craft beard underneath the beard. And I don't know. I think that's super fun.
Overneath?
Overneath. Yep. You never heard that?
It's like under top.
Under top.
The reverse of under top.
Exactly, Scott.
Stop ganging up on me. This is called bullying.
We're just trying to explain it to you.
It can't. You ever think about why can't it be overneath? You
can't use my joke, dude. You can't.
What are you talking about? I just did.
No, you didn't. And it didn't work. It made you look like a fool.
Absolutely not.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Kenny Parbel. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add about your event for the weekend?
Well, yeah, like I said, it's not just a beard comp that weekend too. If you come out, I know it's early, but if you come out, they're doing, I don't know exactly what events they have going on because there's stuff going on all over. It is a pretty big crowd, and there'll be a lot of people out there. There'll be food and games and bands, so you can come up and spend the whole day out there and just have fun.
And
we'll also have
nice too.
What's that?
The weather's supposed to be really nice too.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we also do a Bearded Center dunk tank out there on the side that we raise money for the PTA of the Garrettsville schools.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'll be out there. We'll have our dunk tank out there too all weekend. And if you want to dunk somebody, you just throw a couple bucks down for charity and dunk somebody. Or if you want to get dunked, you want to come up and just talk crap to the crowd, that's cool too. We have a lot of people that just volunteer to come get in there.
I should do this. We should do a dunk tank somewhere that you're going to be, Scott, just so, you know.
People can
I
dunk
bet that
me.
would raise a lot of money if you
Yeah.
got in a dunk tank.
We should do that at nationals. We should do a Talking Beards, the dunk tank.
Yeah, and
There
just
you
keep
go.
you in it. Dude, we'd raise probably $6,000 easy at a quarter a piece. A quarter a throw.
Other than that, I just want to throw a quick shout out to we had some people volunteer to sponsor our event and help us out with, you know, some funds. Bottom Line Home Inspections and Kim Yule from KRCH Realty. She's a realtor broker there, and they helped us out with you know, funding for a lot of the materials and whatnot. We have trophies for first, second, third place for every category. Honest Amish hooked us up with a bunch of products, so everybody that competes, I don't know if it's first place or if it's all three, but there's,
Should be
you
all
know,
three.
okay, there's product for from them that will also go to the winners. We have a sweet ass carved totem that
Watch
we're
your
going to
mouth,
give away
Kenny Parbel.
as our best in show trophy. It's really sweet.
That's cool.
What else we got? I think
I don't know.
that's
You
about
tell
it.
us.
We'll have t-shirts out there, event t-shirts, and I think that's about it.
Bunch of handshaking and baby kissing.
That's right. Man, this
It'll be
sounds
a
like
good
a
time.
good time this weekend. So everybody, if you are in the Garrettsville general area, you should definitely check it out this weekend.
Yeah,
Kenny
it'll be a great
Parbel,
time.
as always, it's an honor to see you, sir. And hopefully your event goes over with, you know, no issues.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys' help.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
buddy. Anytime.
Make sure when it's done and over to hit me up so I can give everyone a update on how you guys did and how much you guys raised and all that stuff, so we can let everyone know.
All right, cool.
All
right, Kenny.
Godspeed, Kenny Parbel. Don't forget
Thanks,
to take out your
guys.
trash. Name
Go
your-
take
All
your
right.
trash out.
I'm gonna do it right now. Thank you.
Excellent.
All right,
right,
bye,
cool.
guys.
See you later, Lenny.
Lenny. Stupid. All right. So let's hammer out these last 8 minutes of the show. So we've got, oh my gosh, where is it? Where's the mail thing? So I should probably move everything to the bottom of the screen every week.
Well, you
That
keep
should probably-
adding more things and not deleting them.
Well, you know, I can't even find the mail thing. Talking Beards the mail. Here we go.
Talking Beards, the mail.
Talking Beards the mail. So, for Talking Beards the mail this week, I've got a package from Green Beard Grooming out of Martin, Tennessee. We've got some new additions to the box. So I think there's 5. There's 2 of these. Hold on, and I'll point out what they are. And yep, there's 2 of these. So we have, check this thing out, Scott Sikora.
I'm checking it out. I'm going to zoom in on you so we can check it out. Oh,
Look at this freaking comb.
that is perfect.
Look at, this is my phone. Like, this thing is massive. Massive. It is awesome. It is the rake. It is
Now,
the
what is it
grooming
made out of?
rake. Wood. I don't know.
Wood.
It's so every comb or anything they sell plants one tree. So that's kind of their thing, and that goes with the whole green beard theme. So we got the rake. So that one's mine. You can't have it, but we have 2. So 2 of the boxes will have these in it. And we have the Green Beard Grooming. This beard plants trees. So, 2 of these plants one tree. So what this is, it's a wood comb. Sequoia Beard Rake Detangler. I did, Eric Schote, and you hooked me up with this, and I appreciate it. So this is an amazing beard comb. It's like comb on one end, brush on the other, and this thing is badass.
Your teeth and mustache all in one.
Yeah, it's a toothbrush with a mustache comb on it. So yeah, in addition to that, we got a bunch of stickers from them. So 4 of the boxes, the next 4 of the boxes will have some stuff in it. So we got all these. They gave us a nice handwritten note, and yeah, so I want to thank Green Beard Grooming for this amazing package, and I will be giving these products away in the next 4 the boxes. So, you know, next 4 the boxes will have some super cool combs in it and brushes.
Eric Choate writes, That stash comb got me styling my stash again. The rake works great.
It does, man. I used it all weekend. It's enormous and it's kind of comical how big it is, really. But it works really good. So
Those wide tooth combs are the best. They really detangle really, really well.
I love it, dude. It's awesome. So that's what we got going on for beard mail for this week. So let's just do this real quick. Talking beards, the competitions. Check out these upcoming comps, y'all. So first up, we have The Gathering. So that's the competition we just talked about with Mr. Kenny Parbel. So that'll be this weekend, Garrettville Summer Fest. And you can find out all that information, at their Facebook page.
Yeah,
Boom.
Right here. They're on their Facebook page. Anything you want to know, go into the discussion. If you want any more information regarding anything about, here's a thing right there talking about where it benefits, how much it is, and all that stuff. So go check that out.
Yeah, so next up we have the St. Louis Beard and Mustache Competition presented by Honest Amish.
What?
So it's coming up August 21st, 2021, and we will have someone from this amazing beard club on the show that week. So it'll be at the Old Rock House in St. Louis, Missouri. Like I said, August 21st. Bingo, bango.
Yeah, so if you want some more details about that, you can go over to their Facebook page. It's Saturday, August 21st at 8 p.m. If you want any information, we have it's to each of our competitions has benefited the Covering House, a St. Louis-based charity working to provide shelter and rehabilitation to underage victims of human trafficking and sexual exploitation in their area. So far, they've raised over $24,500 in donations for the Covering House over the course of the past 7 years. Now, you just saw what they did this past weekend. I bet you they can raise pretty darn close to that amount just in this one weekend. So why don't you guys go check this event out if you're going to be in the St. Louis area, and definitely try to help them get over the hump and get them to raise a lot more money.
Next up, we have the Mercer County Facial Hair Club, the Whiskers on the Water Summer Beard Competition. This is going to be the Salina Eagles Grand Lake area. I don't know. And so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's this Saturday. This is on the far west side of Ohio. So we have the Gathering of the Beards, which is in Garrettsville on the same day. Obviously, these two events are completely different times. You could actually leave that one and make it to this one by the time it starts. So you could hit two of them on two.
Do it, Corey.
Sides. Yeah, on two different sides of the state of Ohio. So it's at the Salina Eagles Grand Lake area. So if you want any more information, I mean, they're having a ton of
awesome
different categories. So registration, or doors are at 5, registration 5:30, competition starts at 7. So
excellent. So what else we got? We got the we got the Austin Club here at the Mohawk. So they are going to be back at the Mohawk for Cassie. And that's huge. That's enormous. That's where the competition always was. And now it's back. So this is going to be the event for the 6-month sprint. So if you've ever been to a Cassie event, you will know that, they have a category for a 6-month sprint. And this is where several people will be shaving their beards off for charity. So
so they shave their beards off, and then they are entered in the 6-month sprint category at Come and Shave It. What is it, 14?
I think it's higher than that. I think it's like 16 maybe. Yeah, it's Sweet 16. This is the 16th.
Yeah, so during the competition, the 16th Come and Shave It, they bring the people that shaved at this specific event, this Saturday the 21st, and they shave them clean, and then they let them grow all the way up until Come and Shave It, and then they get voted on for that. And they so that's how that category goes.
All right. Well, that's it. We don't have time for any more. It's 9:00. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Kenny Parbel, for stopping by, and Andrew Matson for making our amazing graphic once again. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you for watching us. We appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see y'all soon out on the road somewhere. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, and I'm Scott Sikora, and I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. We have so much fun doing this show, and over the past few months, we've been, tooling with stuff, and now I think we've kind of hit our stride of getting back on the horse again and really feeling the community because, as Aaron and Natalie have gone to a few events over the past weeks, and I've gone to a couple and been more involved with the community and stuff like that. It's really good to be back out there and seeing everyone and, shaking babies and kissing hands and all that stuff. But I want to thank everyone who's checked out the show, who's been involved with the show, talkingbeards.com. Like I said, go over there. You can check out the podcast, subscribe to it. But as I've been ending the show a lot over the past few weeks, we do a lot for our local communities, and that's all we ask of you to do is to reach out to people that need help. And because of our beards, we've been able to do these fun little events and stuff like that to help all these like little local community charities and stuff like that, or people who need help. So just don't be afraid to go out there and help someone who needs. There's plenty of different organizations in your town that do things to help senior citizens who can't get out by delivering meals, or you could go to your local animal shelter and help walk the dogs and feed the cats or whatever you do. But, just try to do something for others and try to help out people who need help. So that's our message from Talking Beards. That's kind of what our new message has become, where we just really want you to be helping out your community, be it either beard related or not. Just go out there and try to do something great. And
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. In the great words of the North Carolina Beard Club, be hairy and do good, basically. So, yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a great night. And, see you next week.
Don't forget, ba weep, grana weep, ba ninny bong. If anyone knows what that's from,
share this episode if you want to. We didn't do that. Here you go. Here's a share.
If anyone knows what movie that's from, send us an email at talkingbeards1.
If you could tell us where what Scott just said came from, send me a message, Scott a message, or talkingbeards1@gmail.com, and I will send you some Honest Amish. So there you go. Wow. Everybody have a great night. Share this episode. Okay, bye.
Look how good I look.